What's the most miraculous recovery you've ever witnessed? The most miraculous recovery. It all began on a cold, stormy night when hope seemed lost. A young man named Ethan lay unconscious in a hospital bed, surrounded by machines that beeped rhythmically. His family stood by, tears in their eyes, as the doctors delivered the devastating news, prepare for the worst. His chances of survival are almost non-existent. Ethan had been in a terrible accident, and his injuries were so severe that even the medical staff were baffled he'd lasted this long. But what the doctors didn't account for was the sheer willpower of a family's love and the unexplainable mysteries of life itself. His mother, Sarah, refused to give up. She spent every waking moment by his side, holding his hand, speaking to him as though he could hear her. Days turned into weeks, and Ethan's condition remained unchanged. Friends and relatives started urging Sarah to let go, but she held on tighter. "He'll come back. I know he will," she whispered to herself, over and over. Then, one night, something extraordinary happened. As Sarah softly sang a lullaby she used to hum when Ethan was a child, a single tear rolled down his cheek. The nurses were startled. It might just be a reflex, they said, but Sarah's heart told her otherwise. It was a sign, a small, fragile glimmer of hope. The very next morning, Ethan opened his eyes. The room fell silent in shock. "Mom," he murmured, his voice weak but unmistakably alive. Tears of joy erupted as the impossible had happened. Ethan had defied every prediction and returned to life. But the story didn't end there. Over the next year, Ethan fought to regain his strength. Every step of his recovery was a triumph, a miracle. Doctors couldn't explain it. Therapists were amazed at his resilience. Ethan, once bedridden, eventually ran a marathon to raise funds for other patients like himself. When asked how he did it, Ethan always pointed to his mother. "She never gave up on me, even when the world had," he'd say. Ethan's story became a symbol of hope, a reminder that miracles happen when you least expect them and that love and faith can defy even the darkest odds. Sometimes, the most miraculous recoveries aren't just about the body healing but about the unbreakable spirit that drives it forward.